slow creature like man can stalk, pursue, and corner a savanna animal that is adapted for flight only by cooperation. Hunting requires conscious planning and organization by means of language, as well as special weapons. The hunt is a communal undertaking, of which the climax, but only the climax, is the kill.
About now, open your windows. Look up, the constellation stomp alone with my kinfolk. Look up, I cast my net like it's plaster. The balances in my head look like your medicine cabinet. No fault on my arm from my home. Profit from madness, no college degree. Not much to see, all of it's static. Sprinkled seeds around the city, seen how many get stuck. Now I ain't into taking chances, so I bury the nut. Why? Because the future is grim, brothers and sisters. I'm here to make music and sin, nothing but mischief. Now, I don't know if you missed the warning signs and shit. Loss of jobs, moms and pops, they're gonna have a pot to piss. I'm a skeptic of false gurus, was brought up to trust few. No just news, no slush, no government blood pool, no info pop outbreak. Some of it floods through. I'm 6 blocks from the parliament, this my supplement crushed through. Is this on the points? I'm not saying shit to you. My worldview is worthless. Do your thing, check out Winterlude. I'm trying to make my mark before they dissolve my physics. When I ride into the sunset, I'm Icarus. It'll be little. Let it burn. I find myself alive in Roman times. Call me Nero with a fiddle and a song for our demise. Let it burn. I find myself alive in Roman times. Call me Mars. I brought a flame for those who failed to read the signs. Let it burn. I find myself alive in Roman times. Call me Nero with a fiddle and a song for our demise. Let it burn. I find myself alive in Roman times. Call me Mars. I brought a flame for those who failed to read the signs. Yo, no rain of blood, no mushroom cloud, no cosmic fireball is right beneath your noses when you're watching for the sky to fall. Now something's bubbling over. Well, this Tylenol dissolves. I'm finding all your idols fall. I've seen the high exalted falling in this cauldron where I climb the walls and reminisce of innocence. There never was and never will. I can't see what the difference is. I've named these daggers temperance. They stay beneath the skin, but all the sheath is wearing thin. So if you strain, you'll see a glimpse of them. This is how I feel. Now when it's done, karma's a Marxist. Every martyr stands up equal with the evil and the heartless. And the harvest we've all reaped is something bleaker than the tar pit. And this darkness runs much deeper than was preached upon the parchment. But I just crack a smile into 1,000 points of light. And any fire on that mountain left is coming down tonight. I got the farthest thing from godliness to sprinkle on the drum. Since my lungs been pink, been sinking on the brink of kingdom come. And it's hideous. I've listened to these global village idiots, but really this is overkill. The road we built's insidious. Dog eat dog by any means for your survival. Keep in mind who might be waiting for you at the bottom of that spiral. Let it burn. I find myself alive in Roman times. Call me Mars. I brought a flame for those who failed to read the signs. Let it burn. I find myself alive in Roman times. Call me Nero with a fiddle and a song for our demise. Let it burn. I find myself alive in Roman times. Call me Mars. I brought a flame for those who failed to read the signs. Let it burn. I find myself alive in Roman times. Call me Nero with a fiddle and a song for our demise. Let it burn.
A legion of horribles, hundreds in number, half naked or clad in costumes Attic or biblical, or wardrobed out of a fevered dream, with the skins of animals and silk finery, and pieces of uniform still tracked with the blood of prior owners, coats of slain dragoons, frogged and braided cavalry jackets, one in a stovepipe hat, and one with an umbrella, and one in white stockings and a blood-stained wedding veil, and some in headgear of crane feathers or rawhide helmets that bore the horns of bull or buffalo, and one in a pigeon-tailed coat worn backwards and otherwise naked, and one in the armor of the Spanish conquistador, with breastplate and pauldrons deeply dented with old blows of mace or saber done in another country by men whose very bones were dust. And many with their braids spliced up with the hair of other beasts until they trailed upon the ground. And their horses' ears and tails worked with bits of brightly colored cloth, and one whose horse's whole head was painted crimson red. And all the horsemen's faces gaudy and grotesque with daubings like a company of mounted clowns, death hilarious, all howling in a barbarous tongue and riding down upon them like a horde from a hell more horrible yet than the brimstone land of Christian reckoning.
You bunch of SOBs. You think you're MCs. You don't have any fucking style. Nope. The P, the A, the T, the I, the E, the N, the C, the E, the beast that leaves you bleeding in the streets, the breeze, the fire, and the sleep, the snow, the rain supreme. The things I believe will make you scream. I'll take your dreams and crush them. Motherfuckers think I make believe. The F, the L, the I, the G, the H, the G. I'm patient, sweet, the death, defying, pressed for time, obsessive giants basically. So wait and see, we're here to get the paper like the dog. Open your cranium in the process, walking away into the fall.
Yo, it's the B, the E, the come on now. Do I really need to spell it out? There's some of my parts, something too large for any word that'll fit up in your mouth. I make them break each the blood pudding. See, that's the angle you at. You haven't made a name to be slandered. Just be thankful for that. To productive reflection. Take a lifetime to go study a record. At the end, still just couldn't comprehend our pens with the loveliest weapons. Young dummies, forget it. I must confess from the jump, this is what we expected. When we told them to run for their lives, the motherfuckers was hungry for sex.
The C, the A, the L, the K, the U, the T, the A. Y'all know the names. Like this. The B formed the black. The B formed the black. You fucking with the lion. The M, the L, the I, the G, the H, the T. Distant. Rip the B formed the black. The B formed the black. You fucking with the lion and the lion. We need the A, the D, the I, the N, the F, the O, the O.
Women in the Bay of Pigs, making tapes and playing gigs and lay the blame upon your city when you fail to make it big. Just try me, I kill for something to die for. A ration ain't like Cap, you ain't ready for no Star War. Oh, now you Tony Montana, only on camera. You're looking for the fame on the stage, go be a dancer. You scared of being laughed at for acting thugs, so go shoot your videos with bandanas on your mug. I lay hands upon you. Cannon fodder, son, it's all too simple. You little men are barely off the nipple. I don't bang my gat and slightly act. I don't write gangster rap. Tripping about what you ain't about. We say no thanks to that. My plan of attack's to strangle the rap game. When you lames got me bored to death. Exact Galifianakis. Open up to your throat swollen and closes shut like an anaphylactic. Choke on nut. My city's restless for some minty freshness. Give me credit. Still independent, fending birds off like Tippy Hendrix. Now any spark you start is quickly deaded, cause my people put up fire like Jimi Hendrix did in '67. Boom Baptist bang music to flood streets like Frank Lucas with blue magic, so call the gang unit bootlegger, armed with a cattle prod, coming to get my dollar back for the blank disc I burned your album on. And just when you thought it was all love,
I'm an artist, I draw blood. I'm an artist, I draw blood. I'm an artist, I draw blood.
And just when you thought it was all love,
I'm an artist, I draw blood. I'm an artist, I draw blood. I'm an artist, I draw blood.
I'm at the venue, high poster, no squad in the back. Your girl's rabbit on my jock like she's at odds with her dad. I seen you on stage, the crowd was calm and relaxed. I make them put their hands up like they were blocking a pass. You were perpetual new jack, constantly gas. Claim that pay to play is A-okay when caught in the act. Had your photo shoots, dropped your songs, got them intact. Join an oversaturated market. All your shit's back. Catch wreck for a reason, people respond to it. Spend sleepless nights when she's just writing, then I claw with these tracks. That's the skinny, pretty, simple, there's an obvious path. Be dope, get respect, there's not a lot to the max. Motivated by talent, rather a lust for the fame. Attention seeker grabs the device, how did you muster the strength? Amateur hours done still right, I've come to crush the remains. Plus make your speakers pop with no adjusting the gain. I hold judgment on floods of preterms on public display. You bug out up there and seizure or rupture a vein. I got something alternative to such a big spleen. Your gimmicks stuck in the gate now, abruptly deflate, pal. Promoters write the check out to my government name. It's bubbling above the surface, brother, butter the flame. I gotta rush in the gates, you gotta run in away. If my career don't end yours, then I've done it in vain. thought it was all love.
I'm an artist, I draw blood. I'm an artist, I draw blood. I'm an artist, I draw blood.
Just when you thought it was all love.
I'm an artist, I draw blood. I'm an artist, I draw blood. I'm an artist, I draw blood.
Play whatever's popular today. No binoculars, I can spot one coming a kilometer away. Polymers, played out carbon copy followers, trying to hide themselves behind a mask and a moniker.
Yeah. Wake up and break down. So wake up and break down. I look back to when the only issues I had were those of rap pages. 40-80 of the source, but lately I'm in the last stages. My windpipe is exit only tonight. I feel like my own mother wouldn't know me tonight. At the sight of werewolf eyes that's lonely but bright. Brown bacon, no sweet tooth, I owe you my life. I'm Waterloo, but I've rejected ring collar and chalk. All we do is talk, no actions for the answers we got. And last summer I went crazy. It was a change within the arteries that raised me into safety. Baby, these days lately conversation don't engage me. It drained my batteries and you're gonna have to replace me. One after the other I lose my functions, first my hearing goes. Sight, taste, feeling extremes in ears and toes. Sense of smell gone, close my eyes and I'm weak. It happens every night, Jimmy leg, go to sleep. I wake up every morning to the same thing and break down every evening at the same place. I wake up every morning to the same thing and break down every evening at the same place. So wake up and break down. So wake up and break down.
I feel like I've been spending my days inside an insane asylum. We're trying to escape from vaporizing in the base of the volcano island. I'm counting sheep in leaps and bounds 1,000 deep before the sound of sleep is out of reach beyond the clouds and mountain peaks. Hell, I'm jealous of your nightmares. I climb stairs to lie there while I stare a dark sky bearing down on me. Whole town's asleep but crying out like mouths to feed. Forgot how to dream, ground my teeth to powder where the hours creep. Mixing a drink to keep the shit that I think from getting to me. Not getting a wink for weeks, and now the minute I blink I'm singing, oh Lord, could this be my time? Lay these bones down to rest, bang my head off the table. And finally I roll my eyeballs back. I put the night old tab in my highball glass. Sleep finally appears. I hold out my arm to reach him just to hear my alarm clock going off. Carpe diem.
And every morning it's the same thing. I break down every evening at the same place. I wake up every morning to the same thing and break down every evening at the same place. So wake up and break down. So wake up, now break it down.
Valentine's a lush, the dreams of Venus and furs. Stirs in the sleep, a masochist that breathes in deep with a perk. I flip the lid up on my zipper like, you can call me Bender. Mommy zombie, Hepburn tight, she hang the meat hooks off her body leather. Thinking like, shit, she got my hobby desert wet. Bone dry, looking doe-eyed, foggy weather thick. I see the sun dipping west and said, honey, ditch your plans, come with me and we can have a bath party like Saddam. Now I'm feeling Starks, conquistador on the XO. She grabbed me by the arm before I can finish saying let's go. Her crib's just a rabbit hole, the Jabberwocky sleeping, and I wondered if I'd make it out of kamikaze breathing. We lay down on the grizzly, I figured she snuffed herself. I'm under a spell, she staying cooler than double L. She wrap around me like bandages, dancing with a cancer stick, and zip the pants of it to pass my fingers down her landing strip. Good to go, but I don't know just how to take it home. Her lips are saying yes, while her mouth is saying no. Thinking, goddamn, I'm getting set to blow this pop stand, and just like that, she fell on the floor like a rock band.
In the chest was a down below, just like that she left me out in the cold. You gotta keep the devil down in the hole. I am about to explode. In the chest was a down below, just like that she left me out in the cold. You gotta keep the devil down in the hole.
Bloody Valentine was a shoegazing obsessed with her chucks, standing in mismatched underwear, the rest on the rug. Gave her the Hell's Wind staff first night, then became attached. Showed my cards early, weakness exploited and painted black. Now a cunning brainiac, book smart as she was street. A smoky gaze mesmerized, I'm obsessed in a couple weeks. Racing thoughts, it's just me, hell I'm thinking she loves me. Fluttering doves and such, what she utters it must be. Yikes. I'm acting like a broke De Niro in casino, addicted to wicked women, reel them in to eat my ego, beast a burden on the stereo. I ain't hearing her pretty face expressionless, I'm sick of feeling inferior. Battle stance, leaning on her hip, I'm arms crossed. Brand new me, spine straight and facade frost. Under my thumb now, no longer ponder a lost cause. Lesson learned, heartbreaker, simpatico, long gone.
In the chest was a down below, just like that she left me out in the cold. You gotta keep the devil down in the hole. I am about to explode. In the chest was a down below, just like that she left me out in the cold. You gotta keep the devil down in the hole.
What up? Check it out. The Acubona or braggadocio ambassador is back with a vengeance. Big bang cracked out him out that lab like a chemist. We the cold capital legend of steady-handed rappers with less in the classes in session. I'm asking a question. Fuck with a duel of wits, and trust me, you losing quick. Dukes a mix of that William Cooper and Rick the Ruler shit. I shoot the gift like a Houston rocket or supersonic. Who the knowledge? Y'all'll be seeing stars like your Bootsy Collins. Higher gun, live from the cast iron lung. Try in front and you winding up with your jaws wired shut. It's Joseph McCarthy controlling the party while you claiming you ran the block like the Soviet army. I sharpen my teeth, starving to eat, but they trying to feed us rations. And we ain't having that, homie, know that it's feast of famine. We resurfaced the batter the deepest fathom just to spit that 100 proof and then chuck a deuce like I'm Gigi Allen.
Brains on another level beyond. Harder than y'all, cause I'm smarter than y'all. My brains on another level beyond. Harder than y'all, cause I'm smarter than y'all. My brains on another level beyond. Harder than y'all, cause I'm smarter than y'all. My brains on another level beyond. Harder than y'all, cause I'm smarter than y'all.
I shot Pavlov's dog with Chekhov's gun. The perennial favorite with the best odds won. Run for your lives, I got Sonic the Hedgehog's lungs. Plus Steve Jobs' brain trust in a headlock, son. From the seesaw raised up and I stepped off drunk. Just over time to rock bottom as Enron's plunge. The weather has changed it, but let's not front. We got glass jawed frauds and the hegemonic dunce. And now I better sleep with both eyes open. Fuck Stephen Harper's government, my hope lies frozen. I'm troubled and shutting down whatever the hell not come. Discomfort and fucking pollution under a Teflon sun. I'm done, brainiac bullshit, self-expression, something practical. To work with my hands and further my lessons because it's natural. This burdensome capital is backwards as irrational. Voice box for Stephen Hawking, spat aloud, lashing out now.
Brains on another level beyond. Harder than y'all, cause I'm smarter than y'all. My brains on another level beyond. Harder than y'all, cause I'm smarter than y'all.
Well, it's the Mayan astrologer sign of apocalypse. Broadcast from the gut of Chernobyl's iron sarcophagus. I'm dealing with the Mona Lisa, stroke of genius. When the brush touched the palette, I summon that smoking phoenix. I got oils combined with turpentine, emulsifying into masterpieces. Were you crying that the culture's dying? I see the full spectrum here, we got it multiplying. You color blinded to these infrareds and ultraviolets. Cult of science got my people underwhelmed. I used to go to hell and back for fuel to Moses dug a well from the dungeon cell. Now who want it? We break speakers, bottom end, turn your boom boxes into space heaters. The 613 Hall of Fame inductee, blood in the water and I'm Mick Dundee. You trying to swim upstream? You see who's boss when the ruler speaks.
I am king and that's not through jewelry.
And cows will steal machete when he cuts to wax. We the MCs breathing heavy for the love of rap, till our lungs collapse with tons of cats is eating plenty. In this feeding frenzy turned to green with envy once the dungeons wishing for their hunger back.
Now it's 11:30. What's your 10:20? Well, I'm settling to sleep in my wet bedding, sweat swelling up, or in a den getting drugs, or at a party with 200 women and them letting blood, or in this trend-setting club where devotion meets retirement for spendthrifty ones. Or with my friends getting drunk in a city that fucking hates itself, dependent on love. Or with the endlessly smug where pretentious existentialists defend just as much as the men that are thugs that stress and never rest until their vendetta's done. Or with a honey dip showing a little tenderness, or splash and paint the canvas wondering where Bender is. Or awake for the 8th day, hardly stringing my sentences, dead as shit, no reference, desperate for the end of this. And there's no heaven above, maybe I'm delaying time and setting the sun. Or our set has begun and I'm actually content, but it's never enough, is it? We start to dumb out at sundown, like God can only see us when the sun's out, it's just us now.
We start to dumb out at sundown, like God can only see us when the sun's out, it's just us now.
We start to dumb out at sundown, like God can only see us when the sun's out, it's just us now.
We start to dumb out at sundown, like God can only see us when the sun's out, it's just us
Yo, what's
now.
your 10:20?
Well, it's 11:45, falling over women who would never give the time. And at any given time after nightfall, I'm unconcerned with death and its design. So once the West Coast blacks out the sun, I'll be back out, picking shards of glass out my gums till the last round's been drunk. Had some options going early on, then I go and drink them back down to one. Or maybe I'm at home trying to fall asleep, watch TV or put the final touches on a beat. Hold this pen and try to muster up some honesty, enough to tell the world outside exactly just what's wrong with me. And if hell sits below, it's frozen. By now it would've melted the snow. When I ask you, is this season ever gonna end? By the look on your face, I can tell it's a no, I don't know.
We start to dumb out at sundown, like God can only see us when the sun's out, it's just us now.
We start to dumb out at sundown, like God can only see us when the sun's out, it's just us now.
We start to dumb out at sundown, like God can only see us when the sun's out, it's just us now.
We start to dumb out at sundown, like God can only see us when the sun's out, it's just us now.
Me and my boo walk the streets at night. Me and my boo walk the streets at night. Me and my boo walk the streets at night. Me and my boo walk the streets at night, like looking for the right one, baby.
yo, I follow the gutter like who could stop me? Boots and concrete, just had a nap with Luca Brasi. The boogeyman assumed a human body. Illuminati, brainwashing dime pieces to do my laundry. I'm mutant zombie Adonis, my mind's disgusting. Squeeze the fat lady skinny, making Hansel from the label suction. To foul the function, deplorable, horrible. Cave dweller villain, huffing nitrous with the oracles. Heavy fluid on these chickens acting funny stupid. Machete music, Teddy Nugent busted semi to it. I'm so sincere, there's a party over here. Now go and wash your filthy hands and get in line to stroke the beard.
Yo, for real, just when you think the coast is clear is when that bullshit you've been pushing closes in a total sphere. I don't believe I ever met a soul to fear. When I throw you down a flight of stairs, you go to
and it's all like
it's all like
and it's all like
yeah, it's all like
and it's all like
yeah, it's all like
and it's all like
I like the type of girl with a flask of vodka tucked under her stockings. And I'm a swamp thing slobbering on your prom queens. Off my dog leash, wandering through a swap meet, haunting the aisle, walking with wings, no Paul McCartney. I'm old as fuck, but I'm never growing up. 40 winks from a coma by the time I sober up. So redundant, crack Moses knows what's up. I saw a flick of him motorboating a homeless chick on Photobuck. I'm just sifting through dope production, no particular use. Picture me as an old curmudgeon, known for nothing, a codependent. So pathetic and my depends, but copacetic.
I get retarded when I get retarded. If you hear me rambling on, the odds are I've forgotten how my sentence started. I'm propped power with the face of death. Make my bed, shave my head with my bayonet and wait. It's all like and it's all like and it's all like and it's all like
Turn that mic up. 613 Centertown. And here we go. It's Crew G. If you don't know the name, I'm mad. Cause clones on a microphone, jack on my FaceTime. I don't hate, but it's too late. Too many whack, underdeveloped backs taking food off my plate. The game's a bitch, but I'm loving it. But I had my foot on the door, was staying blunted just for the fuck of it. My man E came through with the cord, hooked it through the MP, and we replayed the chords. I'm not a hipster, I keep it militant like John Dillinger, my syndicate. Quick to look out the bitch in them. Rappers form alliance, but my science too strong. If I go back to slang crack, every time I make a new song. Don't mean to brag, fuck it, yeah I do. I spit a hot 16, kid, so fuck your haiku. Stop it, don't wanna hear no soft shit. Let's be the sound of a pussy hole getting stuck by foreign objects.
Now can I get an eyewitness? We ain't leaving till we see green like night vision. Now can I get an eyewitness? We ain't leaving till we see green like night vision.
Yo, if this ever gets pressed, the Tech 12s will burn a crater. So fat, DJs replace the head shells with turkey bases. Tenfold that bullshit, you traffic on the market. Starving artists with a bone to pick like Adam in the garden. Half retarded, me and Moses stealing half your harvest. Leave a circle in the middle of your crowd, blame the Martians. Pardon me, we came to spark, where you at? It's just roll call. Knock the first one down and the rest just tend to snowball. Class in session, you need an extra hand to test us. Like we're ambidextrous adolescents in advanced piano lessons. Could never match it. They tell your captain throw his anchor down. All my people do is hang around, pumping bangers out. Wreck exec gagged and handcuffed in the trunk. Yo, what the fuck I got to lose but bankrupt from the jump? I go for broke, so on the motherfucking day I die, tip your 40 bottle horizontal and just say goodbye.
I think I could get used to the Gilligan life with the sun simmering bright, something thick as my wife. I'm more like Wolverine, not the Michigan type. While on the really real, you soft than the pillow you bite. My physician's advice: evade stress and play chess as I wait for this AIDS test. Maybe just rape less. I mean rape fewer. Songs, not broads. I don't want to rape rumor if I'm trying to chase cougars. The kind that sucking like the Kirby with a serpent jaw. Y'all can't deter me with attorneys. This is Murphy's Law. Bad news to turn your pants Murphy Brown. Every last circus clown's getting murdered by the curtain call. I choose a vacant bucket, then I mutilate and stuff them on the shelf with whatever else they used to make a muppet. This is a world full of pain and suffering. So even if you flee me, homie, you escaping nothing.
Now can I get an eyewitness? We ain't leaving till we see green like night vision. Now can I get an eyewitness? We ain't leaving till we see green like night vision. Now can I get an eyewitness? We ain't leaving till we see green like night vision. Now can I get an eyewitness? We ain't leaving till we see green.
Halcyon, Kingfisher, fucking all winter. Winter King, paranoid king, harbinger. Binge drinker, middle finger, little bit of stress. Think quicker, big picture, different from the rest. Bats in the belfry, mouth full of batteries. Bat shit, pat, no cavities. Bumps in the machine, oil in the water. Drunk off Listerine while I'm folding. See me glance over with eyes looking like razor slits. No question, I seen better days. Familiar with the Grafenberg, I press on it like detonate. Afterwards, just rest and let it resonate and meditate. I said it straight up and leave a pussy resembling Leatherface. Your prowess in game is in its infancy. Your girl's in birth given position, her ballet shoes looking like wings. Sweat drains from my widow's peak to her collarbone as she sinks her teeth into her bottom lip. Got a dip split, I'm relinquishing.
I'ma knock you out your tax bracket. See my team coming in, your heart start pounding. I'ma knock you out your tax bracket. We can go the distance, I'll put you under with.
Don't tell the crowd to beware, I get awful sick with a bury a shot to whiskey. Barrels of scotch, fall in the stairs once I got too dizzy. Spare me the water, give me a chair and a vodka Mickey. Perish the thought of rest, fix the hair of the dog that bit me. Barely can walk, fiending, no MasterCard or Visa in the market where I go to saw the tops of parking meters. Party creatures sipping margaritas, a harsh procedure. How I gargle Caesars mixed with carpet cleaner till I start to seizure. And I slept for mostly car rides, scraped against the guardrail. Woke up just in time to see the sparks fly. These tavern lights are a far cry from starshine. It's dark times tonight where bar flies drink their hearts dry. So tip your glasses to the cinematic, instant classic. It's systematic, liver damage till I kick the habit. I'm in your mansion's liquor cabinet, filling up a picnic basket with your liquid assets, flipping off the hidden cameras. Don't fill her up, spill my guts, but I never spill my cup. 151, touch the tongue, I'm out to lunch. Sun's going off, you can feel it in your gut. I'ma kill it till I'm slumped over, chilling in the gut. Fill her up, spill my guts, but I never spill my cup. 151, touch the tongue, I'm out to lunch. Sun's going off, you can feel it in your gut. I'ma kill it till I'm slumped over, chilling in the gut. Your wives and daughters, I'm spoiling my Irish quarter. A booze hound, half in the bag, not kinda sorta. It's talked about but rarely seen like a flying saucer. Careless and mean, dinner's a pint and a side of vodka. Postmodern Dylan Thomas, a promise I rightly wanted. Bashful and fly, master my high when my mind is altered. Troubled, polluted blood, I stumble up to the mic stand. I'll spend my lifespan trying to wreak havoc like Iceland. A vicious tradition skipped a few generations to get to me. A rebel streak, senseless with substance since I was 17. Spent my 20s on stupid pursuits, now there's no remedy. I took it to the nth degree, pondering over Hennessy. From a foam cup, cell phone blown up. VSOP, ecstasy, depressed, the week's shown up. Hold up, let me see, look at my choices close up. No luck, only solution is getting towed up. So drunk, I'll never get to my bed. And I'd better quit while I'm ahead. Spill my guts, but I never spill my cup. 151, touch the tongue, I'm out to lunch. Sun's going off, you can feel it in your gut. I'ma kill it till I'm slumped over, chilling in the cut. Fill it up, spill my guts, but I never spill my cup. 151, touch the tongue, I'm out to lunch. Sun's going off, you can feel it in your gut. I'ma kill it till I'm slumped over, chilling in the cut.
Get drunk, get a stumble.
She don't wanna test me when I'm tipsy off the.
Yeah, yeah.
No, fuck, listen.
I am.
Think about there's that one day every year that fucking clicks by.
Like Christmas?
Yeah, no, exactly, like Christmas, except for you don't know it's Christmas. It's like, you know, like let's say you die on like August fucking 10th or something. Right, but you don't know that, right?
That August 10th is the day you die.
Yeah, but every fucking year from the day you're born, you know, August 10th clicks by me, but you never like put it together like in a journal, but like, fuck man, every single year goes by. The, you know, anniversary, I guess, of your death goes by.
Darkness lingers in my mind.
Some hit a pothole at the crossroads, turn around and walk home. Listen, need to capture the moment, give it Stockholm Syndrome. When the cock crows, isn't hard to spot. Most spitting simply got no vision, only talk show wisdom. Now take it back a minute and it's all so vivid. Just a snot-nosed kid with his jawbone twitching. A lost soul drifting, trying to plot those writtens to my compositions. Finished off most critics, getting gonzo with it. In the spot showing symptoms, I can hang with any gang in the cosmos. Spinning by a hot stove, knock off Roscoe's chicken with the waffles. Sitting in my mom's old kitchen. She watched Stone Phillips while she washed those dishes. Pops roll products that the cops prohibited. This block's no picnic, but it's not so twisted. I'ma plant this garden with some compost mixed in. Long stroll to Costco, my poncho dripping. I followed some false hopes, the foxholes tripping. The pawnbroker shop sold my bongos. Listen, I said I just need a minute, but the clock won't give it. It don't stop ticking, it don't stop ticking. And if it's not broke, y'all don't fix it. It don't stop ticking, it don't stop ticking. And if it's not broke, y'all don't fix it.
Now my time's too slow, and it all full circle. Represent from midnight to high noon. My knuckles on the second hand of working class watches. I try to stay on top of my game, they ain't no. Now my time's too slow, and it all full circle. Represent from midnight to high noon. My knuckles on the second hand of working class watches. I try to stay on top of my game, they ain't no.
I was too busy for love, spent my days making cake. Paper chase on the Queensway, day to day. Like fist over fist on wheels, raced away. Phones ringing off the table, she's on the edge, razor blades. No electro Gatorade, I'm all fam, Jason Bateman. No distractions in my circle, you know I used to take the bait. Strap my boots, face the bush, put the puss on layaway. When I was thrashing in the sheets, dames with Houdini, David Blaine. Now my sleepers fuel the function at this juncture in my life. Gotta paint, lace a track, stack paper before the night. Added cutie in the equation and my days were looking tight. She knew me only as patience, here's the basics if you like. I'm unshaved, she bear grills, so impressed. Don't lay still, it's mundane, there's one night. Then I'll be back about your life, the sun till fuck the morning, one day, cause I'm tight. No relationship to waste on this, we'll go until it's light and I'm gone.
And it all full circle. Represent from midnight to high noon. My knuckles on the second hand of working class watches. I try to stay on top of my game, they ain't no. Now my time's too slow, and it all full circle. Represent from midnight to high noon. My knuckles on the second hand of working class watches. I try to stay on top of my game, they ain't no time to lose.
Carpe diem as I bling up in the pawn shop. And on rock minutes, find me chiseling a long shot. The chisel whittles bricks in a form as seconds tick on the minutes. And how the talk got ignored and killers miss it. It's vicious to live this month for the bills. We know the story, gory slums, 40s lumped in the hills. Shorty's gumping his skills to kill the present. Indebted to his future with greener grass. With itchy twitchy palms that see me screaming past. It's now or never, breathing, heaving heaps of glass. Thinking fast beneath the heaven, peep me watching. Or pissing on a Rolex talking. I was creeping fast to each just peeking flashes next week to catch my Kodaks dropping. While they go getting them Bowflex shopping. And living dose checks from homeless below the quota. Someone sold them, punch them in and clock them. And not gonna stop and think not for naught. Count the blinking off a thought to see the plot down the sink. And don't stop ticking and it don't stop talking. Just to wind it on the spiral, don't know why they try to box it. And don't stop talking and it don't stop ticking. Watching clocks on the year, on the month, on the minute.
Now my time's too slow, and it all full circle. Represent from midnight to high noon. My knuckles on the second hand of working class watches. I try to stay on top of my game, they ain't no. Now my time's too slow, and it all full circle. Represent from midnight to high noon. My knuckles on the second hand of working class watches. I try to stay on top of my game, they ain't no time to lose.
smoker from a big tipper. I piss rivers and lakes. I blow out a mushroom cloud bigger than space. Me, I got a snow cap, say I'm at the skyhead. Smack the sun back down to war, watch it rise. West, giant, squid, leviathan, organ. Hide your fins, guppies, depth charge in the pocket. You try to talk that bitch slang, I'ma knock it. It's gonna take another big bang just to stop it. Monstrous, got the tundra for a backyard. Go and ask somebody in the know who's a vanguard. And for the record, yes sir, I'm that large. I'm a motherfucking black hole to these rap stars. That's why my work here is never done. God in the flesh, and that's down to the megaton. Any rapper in the 6-1, pick one. Chop them down to size when the kick drum hits. That's big.
Still cut off my circulation. Worldwide earthquakes came with the birth of patience. Smokestacks like cigarettes, moonraker, a bootleg. I had the equator bulldozed for a suitable newspaper. Predate your goose eggs, recognize true danger. Rockin' anacondas as my shoelaces. Paul Bunyan and King Kong are my roommates with a pet triceratops, aeronautical doomsday. Think big, that's what I say. Stop 5 of Barnes Buddha said namaste. There's an elephant in this room, we get live on stage. And Calcutta still calls Mumbai Bombay. I came late, superior in the dame's interior, seeing stars as equal, so they say that I'm disturbed. They made crop circles in my likeness, picking my teeth with the Eiffel in my right fist. Stupendous, colossal. White as a rock. Charles Bukowski, write it down and spread my message like an epidemic in my best attempt to convince the world that's lost without me. Baby boys, I'm sweating rock salt and gridlock, while cops just watch and regulate the dealers like a pit boss. And nowadays I watch through Hitchcock's lens, right down the drain and move on tourist rock and gift shop threads. Say hello to the alright. Look, I never claimed that I was more than just a small time crook for pocket change, but I ain't really trying to play with these boys. He talk a good one in the booth, but got no pain in their voice for real. And anyone that don't feel it can suck my titty. Government city, all-star, son, I'm so numb, forget me. Sullen and sluggish, enough of us suffered a troubled history, but mustard some love to crumble. A brother come bun it with me now. Them snipers never catch the whites of my eyes. Staying bloodshot from the Benz, holding a nitrogen high. A knife on my side. Spent my Februaries in a slump. Respected as a writer, legendary as a drunk. All night I daydream of sleep, but never get it. Forgot my house, drinking on a stupid Charles Bukowski. So I write it down and spread my message like an epidemic. In my best attempt to convince the world it's lost without me. All night I daydream of sleep, but never get it. Forgot my house, drinking on a stupid Charles Bukowski. So I write it down to spread my message like an epidemic. In my best attempt to convince the world it's lost without me. His debut out the Royal was the same as the gates were crossed initially. Carry me no longer, wrong or right, I'll change the history. It's a mystery, the gist is enough. And admittedly I was different then, but I give it as much. Still, smack the SM58 from his clutch. Broaden my involvement to talk or paint with this brush. And publish this poetry or prose I wrote with the hopes that it comes back as plastic I consider as done. I got a sneering Roman, no thoughts are double and never gullible. She scream when she coming in multiples, that's your trouble, Duke. Constantine, a wire, muscle tongue speak, dipping in and out of morose to mania. So when you see me at the jam bugging, consider it luck, cause I'm arbitrarily nasty from the pit of my gut. Was living it up when I was younger, now I structure it more. Give me a dap or say what up if I'm drunk on your floor and pick me up. All night I daydream of sleep, but never get it. Forgot my house, keep drinking on a stupid Charles Bukowski. So I write it down to spread my message like an epidemic. In my best attempt to convince the world it's lost without me. All night I daydream of sleep, but never get it. Forgot my house, keep drinking on a stupid Charles Bukowski. So I write it down to spread my message like an epidemic. In my best attempt to convince the world it's lost without me.
You got a monkey on your back, not on some Michael Jackson. You saw yourself as rather bad since you were cytoplasm. You saw a bike when you were 5 and thought I'd like to have it, so you just snatched it, didn't you? That's your rite of passage. But that was wrong and you knew it, so you felt like a badass. And the guilt just ate you up, already quite the Catholic. It's twice as tragic cause you're good and you don't like the havoc, but you can't help it and relish it, call it type sporadic. There's tragedy in your trajectory, you've dodged some bullets. They pulled a wool and you'd push it and often called the bullshit. You gave history a hysterectomy, then crawled into it. Had something but misdirected it with all the movement. And now your autopilot, blind and fossil fuel to carbon neutral vomit, tossed and spewing as you carve a blueprint on the 2-inch tape with razor. You're a sovereign unit. I just roll my eyes and laugh because I always knew it.
When the satellites fall, we'll be standing up above when the whole world grinds to a halt. When it breaks apart, when the satellites fall, we'll be laughing up above when this black hole swallows us all, swallows us all. You got a shark bite on your abdomen, that's self-inflicted. All your idols live in hell, you rubbing elbows with them. You got a Hellenistic vision of the hell you live in. Is this real or television? You can't tell the difference. Wishing on the middle finger or the monkey paw. You want some diamond rings to shimmer on that rusted claw. That's not a monarch that's inside you, that's a fucking moth. That moth is wearing death's head, it leaves your stomach raw. You see some kind of revolution that you masterminded, but plans to televise and sell up time for advertisements. You treat delusions like your children in the way they're nurtured. If you had children, you would set them loose to rape and murder. Playing chicken with the angel of your self-destruction. You felt this coming since they snipped you off the belly button. I guess the joke's on you, it's looking like you raised the phoenix. I guess the joke's on me too, there ain't no space between us. When the satellites fall, we'll be standing up above when the whole world grinds to a halt. When it breaks apart, when the satellites fall, we'll be laughing up above when this black hole swallows us all, swallows us all, swallows us all. You got a needle in your genius like you're Charlie Parker. You think you need it, but it treats you like a sparring partner. Who eat the children whole and call himself a starving artist. It's hedonistic how you feasting off that heart of darkness. You tread it gently, but you front like you was waterboarded. They call it torture, but you longing to be drawn and quartered. They got you cornered, so you warned them you in different classes. You lit a match, but then you passed it off as splitting atoms. A minute passed and now you waiting on that final hour. It's been established that you captain of this ivory tower. You sitting static while you wonder why you're uninspired, while you pick his shrapnel out your paper cuts with rusted pliers. You got a chauvinistic vision of the solar system. Is this real or motion pictures? Like you know the difference? That broken English can't describe it when the sky is falling. All that you could hope is to die with honor, so sayonara. When the satellites fall, we'll be standing up above when the whole world grinds to a halt. And when it breaks apart, when the satellites fall, we'll be laughing up above when this black hole swallows us all, 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 swallows us all. Whatever you do, don't look up. Swallows us all, swallows us all.
Got to roll with the brass knuckle punches in this day and age. On the page of the stage with every cent of wage you paid. This is played, your whole aura makes me sick. Yeah, you got to roll with the brass knuckle punches in this day and age. On the page of the stage with every cent of wage you paid. This is played. Your whole aura makes me sick, like a resurgence to the Reaganomics of '86. Laziness,
You got to get up, get out and get something adjusting. It's cold as Gory's alphabet. Without regrets, I'll be an unstoppable force. A strong tempest exhalation that'll topple your horse. A physical visual jolt from my jaws draws force.
Absolute remorse.
As you're knocked off course, well fuck it. I hold back with some class. Matter of fact, red blood grace the room like light blue. I love it. A bold grasp from my past, the present, and my intentions, and in a boom you're confused. I read faces, make music and art without a muse. And I travel the paths of my father's avenues. Yeah. Don't like to wear a tire suit, put a fist in the air if this also applies to you. This is a battle generation, we battle it all. Can't leave the house without encountering you laughing it off. It's a choice, ha! You either waste away or grow. I rap for the unstable and alienated souls. Villains who have nothing that are taking their toll. In Section 8, motherfuckers know we ain't in control. No, I can't sleep when I'm sober. Can't sleep, I can't sleep when I'm sober. Can't sleep. I'm off the deep end tomorrow. Hand me the remote and a beer when I'm kosher. All this shit up on my mind. I can't sleep when I'm sober. Can't sleep. I can't sleep when I'm sober. Can't sleep. I'm off the deep end tomorrow. Hand me the remote and a beer when I'm kosher.
You can't mess with the head of the crab nebula. I decoy with peace snatch bread for the cash registers. I trap stress in a pen and I took control of it. Composing this to give your third eyes detached retinas. The last emperor of the rain, give high respect, but keep them hooks up my face and time them I'ma find me at Winter King, Monarch, find me stuck inside your net. I flutter wings like Mothra, colossal butterfly effect, the lost cause. Sunk so deep my blood's bubbling with nitrogen. Now why'd you come to eat? Ain't nothing sweet in my environment.
Walking volcano,
carpet bomb, I'm dropping a payload onto your stage show, so it's hostile away.
We Loch Ness monsters.
Stomping your block to make quota. Calcutta turning wax into art like Crayola, taking paint rollers over your face. The way you blaze, making Beethoven rolling his grave, so it's game over for you. I'm Charlie Darwin, a harbinger to tell these guys, despite local listings, the evolution won't be televised. So I got 6 fingers of death walking the Badlands, using up your last canteen to water my hash plants.
Yeah, I can't sleep when I'm sober. Can't sleep. I can't sleep when I'm sober. Can't sleep. I'm off the deep end tomorrow. Hand me the remote and a beer and it's over. All this shit up on my mind. I can't sleep when I'm sober. Can't sleep. I can't sleep when I'm sober. Can't sleep. I'm off the deep end tomorrow. Hand me the remote and a beer and I'm kosher. What? Yeah, I can't sleep when I'm sober. Patience, flight distance. Can't sleep when I'm sober. I can't sleep when I'm sober. That's been the flight distance. Can't sleep when he's sober. Once more, I can't sleep when I'm sober. Calcutta flight distance. Can't sleep when he's sober. Oh no, I can't sleep when I'm sober. Crack Moses on the beat. Can't sleep when he's sober. And we out. was torn from the black hole and left my fingernails on the outer rim and knees ever since. A mistrust of doubt within. With powdered lips, you blew a kiss with a sour taste. A power trip, a huge remiss, and a powder base. See, nowadays I watch over my shoulder less. No regrets when you operate within this code of ethics. And this is different from yours. Living indoors, got 'em locked now. Possessions pinned to the floor. The stress is given in more driven than nail. This is finished and I'm pinning the tail. No ass backwards, blindsided games, the system has failed. No instinct of instinct in the midst of a hill. I'm talking about some big mother golf ball card dents. I'm swelling a mass rebellion on some Knockwood hard heads. Art of war, carve it deep, dinosaur thinkers. Silent raw echoes from the artists, whores, drinkers. It's down the gullet with my friends. Dreary dismal grill looking sullen in my threads. At Babylon soaking, cattle pod poking, feeling hopeless as I'm Asimov quoting. And you can break me down, but I'll drill deeper into the earth and hardly make a sound. And you can hate me now, make attempts to impress. I've seen it all and hardly raised a brow.
You want that fire, I'm your top supplier. Bottom line, I got these bombs from postmodern Bobby Oppenheimer, watching both across the wires. Learned to love the bomb from Stanley Cooper. Got a sun god complex and you can't hold a candle to it. Shopping outdoor to pay the hydro. A nice patch of Venus flytrap spliced with white rhino. Flipping sick kind of Spitfire, pin viper rap. Iron bar 16s, these kids fire back. Tell them I ain't well, go to hell, leave me alone. Unless you brought a paper bag from the LCBO. Control these jobs so awful, keep flies to Liberace. I'm getting sloppy, Liberace from the bottle. I need to rethink the pre-drink. I start the evening at Three Kings and wake up in the precinct. A pea brain with a background in chemicals. Go and ask the bar staff, my blackouts are memorable. But listen, I don't know just what to tell you boys. The camp is vicious, that's all the real like celluloid. So take cover if you live in my city, cause I'm coming back to earth and I'ma bring the sky with me. Brass knuckle. You got some roll with that.
Brass knuckle.